In the Harry Potter universe, wands are not simply magic sticks. They're sentient objects that determine how glorious a wizard will become. The wizard doesn't choose the wand, it's the opposite. The wand chooses who it will be loyal to, and it can even refuse to work properly in the wrong hands. However, in the right hands, wands can alter the course of history, and give birth to some of the most heroic and deeply evil wizards that we will discuss today. A wand is made up of two parts: a wood base, which determines its personality and magical style, and a core that is taken from a powerful magical creature. Today, we will go over some of the most dangerous wands in the Harry Potter universe. Let's start off with Bellatrix Lestrange's wand, made up of walnut wood and a dragon heartstring core. Her wand is strong because it enjoys cruelty just as much as Bellatrix herself. Walnut wands bond deeply with wizards who have strong opinions and intense emotions, which makes Bellatrix the perfect match for it. Meanwhile, dragon heartstring is one of the most volatile and powerful cores in existence, and is more likely to turn toward darkness. Bellatrix is sadistic and explosive in her magic, and her wand amplifies this chaotic side of her. One of the most infamous uses of this wand occurs in the Department of Ministries, when Bellatrix uses Crucio on Neville, taunting him about his parents. Bellatrix also infamously uses her wand against Sirius Black, toying with him and finally killing him, cementing this wand as a true killing machine. The wand's loyalty is truly tested when Hermione attempts to use it at Gringotts, disguised as Bellatrix. However, Hermione realizes that the wand becomes weak and produces unstable spells under her control, signifying that it is truly loyal to Bellatrix. Next, let's talk about Lucius Malfoy's wand, made of elm wood. According to Ollivander, elm wood traditionally favors pureblood wizards, which is exactly what Lucius prides himself on being. However, underneath the robe of confidence, Lucius is actually an insecure loser who fears losing his status. Lucius' wand is dangerous, not because he's a master duelist, but because it ends up in the wrong hands. In Deathly Hallows, Voldemort borrows his wand, hoping that its sheer power will overcome Harry's strange magic. However, during the epic duel between Harry and Voldemort, the wand literally shatters under the pressure of being wielded by someone it doesn't recognize, leading to Lord Voldemort's demise. By the end of the war, Lucius has no wand, no influence, and no protection. Next up is Sirius Black, who was driven by anger and grief, which his wand reflected perfectly. The exact composition of his wand remains unknown, which actually fits the mysterious aura that surrounds him. His wand responds instantly to his emotions, making Sirius thrive in fast-paced duels. This wand is dangerous because of the wizard who wields it. Sirius fights like a man who has nothing to lose, going berserk and letting his emotions and magic go crazy in the heat of battle. In the Department of Mysteries, Sirius takes on multiple Death Eaters at once, including Lucius Malfoy. During his duel with Bellatrix, he actually keeps up with Bella's terrifying barrage of spells that she's constantly hurling at him. However, one little mistake costs him his life, as he tanks a curse square in the chest, falling through the veil of death. Let's talk about Draco Malfoy next, who has a wand made of hawthorn wood and unicorn hair core. Hawthorn wands are infamously known to choose wizards who are facing a moral dilemma. They perform best when the holder is under a ton of pressure and can produce both healing and destructive magic. Meanwhile, unicorn hair is one of the most stable and loyal cores in existence, which creates a fascinating contradiction, much like Draco's inner turmoil. At the Astronomy Tower, Draco disarms Dumbledore using Expelliarmus, forcing the Elder Wand to become loyal to him. In Deathly Hallows, Harry disarms Draco, changing the allegiance of both Draco's wand and the Elder Wand to him. Later on, Harry uses Draco's wand successfully against Voldemort, defeating the Dark Lord. The irony is that Voldemort hunts for the Elder Wand across continents, but the wand that finally defeats him belongs to a scared teenager, Draco. Next up is Ginny Weasley's wand, which is made of yew, which is one of the darkest and most feared wand woods in the wizarding world. Yew wands are strongly associated with life and death, and are commonly wielded by dark witches and wizards, the most prominent one being Voldemort himself. However, the wood isn't inherently evil, it's just extremely comfortable around dark magic. At the young age of 11, Ginny survived corruption and possession by Tom Riddle. Although she is manipulated through his diary to open the Chamber of Secrets, her wand becomes a weapon of resistance. The wand's familiarity with darkness is what Ginny uses as a tool to fight against Tom Riddle's corruption. She becomes excellent at offensive magic, and her spells are faster and more forceful than expected. In Order of the Phoenix, she fights Death Eaters at the age of 14. Ginny becomes living proof that a wand and a wizard go hand in hand. Just because the wand has dark tendencies doesn't necessarily mean that the wizard has to become an evil Dark Lord. Next up is Minerva McGonagall, whose wand is dangerous because it's used with absolute control. McGonagall's wand is composed of fear wood and a dragon heartstring core. According to Ollivander, Fear wands are strongly associated with transfiguration, which is indeed her speciality. Fear wands are known to not settle for mediocre wizards, and they only show loyalty to exceptionally talented holders. One of the most iconic displays of this wand's power is during the Great Battle, when McGonagall casts the spell Per Totem Locomotor. This brings the suits of armor inside Hogwarts to life, helping in the battle against Voldemort. During her duel with Snape, she transforms the environment around her, using desks and fire as weapons. The reason why McGonagall's wand made this list is that she always restrains herself in battle, fighting strategically rather than emotionally. If she were ever to fight without restraint, it would surely be a spectacle to witness. Let's talk about the legendary wizard Albus Dumbledore himself now. Before possessing the Elder Wand, he owned a mysterious wand whose composition is unknown to this date, which is what makes it all the more powerful because it signifies Dumbledore's mastery over magic and spell theory. The most important event tied to this wand's legacy is Dumbledore's duel with Grindelwald, who brought the legendary Elder Wand to this fight. However, despite the sheer power locked inside the Elder Wand, Dumbledore was still able to stat-check his former friend with his knowledge. Dumbledore defeats the most dangerous dark wizard of his age using his anonymous wand, claiming the Elder Wand as his own after the victory. Next up is Lord Voldemort, who had one of the most feared wands of the modern wizarding era. Made of yew wood, it is exceptionally good at casting curses. It's favored by wizards who wanted total dominion over others, which is exactly Voldemort's goal. It's the same wood as Ginny's wand, but the difference lies in the choice that both wielders make. While Ginny resisted the darkness and fought against it, Voldemort accepted it head-on and embraced it with full force. His wand's core was made of a phoenix feather, which came from Fawkes, the same bird that provided the feather for Harry's wand. This made both the wands share a strange magical bond. In Sorcerer's Stone, Voldemort used this wand to kill James Potter, but his attempt to end baby Harry fails because Lily's sacrifice overrides his dark magic. In Goblet of Fire, during his duel, Voldemort's wand locks with Harry's, and the twin cores refuse to fight. In Deathly Hallows, Voldemort's wand acts independently, defending Harry from Lucius Malfoy's attacks. This wand reinforces the fact that magic itself is sentient and not a slave to its master. Ironically, Voldemort spends the last year of his life hunting for the Elder Wand, because the wand he chose initially refuses to kill Harry Potter. Let's talk about the wand of the boy who lived, Mr. Harry Potter himself now. His wand is made up of holly with a phoenix feather core. Holly is a rare wand wood associated with protection, as well as wizards who overcome anger and trauma. Paired with the phoenix feather core, Harry possessed the rarest combination of components a wand could offer. It gave him enormous magical range, and the phoenix feather core allowed the wand to act independently when needed, and also made it extremely loyal to Harry. In the Goblet of Fire, after locking in with Voldemort's twin wand, it actually allows Harry to escape, refusing to fight. In Deathly Hallows, during the Sky Battle, Harry's wand shoots out flames, destroys Lucius' wand, and even protects Harry without any instructions. This sort of independent behavior is completely unheard of. The wand helps him through his intense search for the Horcruxes, leading him to the Battle of Hogwarts, where he finally picks up Draco's wand to finish off Voldemort. Moving on to arguably the strongest wand in existence, the Elder Wand. This wand is dangerous because it cannot exist without violence. The Elder Wand does not serve any wizard, it only serves itself. It is composed of elder wood, which is extremely rare and quite unstable during wand making. It bonds poorly with its owners and is said to bring ruin to those who misuse it, which is why most wand makers avoid it altogether. Its core is made of thestral tail hair, which makes this wand an anomaly. The thestrals are creatures only visible to those who have witnessed death. Therefore, this wand responds best to those who have good understanding of their own mortality. The Elder Wand prioritizes raw strength, and its allegiance changes when its owner is defeated. This creates a vicious cycle where Elder Wand owners are constantly hunted. Its first owner, Antioch Peveril, is killed in his sleep by a wizard who wanted the wand. Grindelwald also steals the wand and commits atrocities in the name of the greater good. Dumbledore defeats him and only uses the wand sparingly and defensively. The wand's ownership passes from Dumbledore to Draco and then to Harry. So when Voldemort attempts to cast Avada Kedavra on Harry, the wand refuses to kill its rightful owner, shooting back at Voldemort instead. Harry finally breaks the cycle by returning the wand to Dumbledore's tomb, letting the wand's power die with him. I hope you had fun diving into the most dangerous wands of the Harry Potter world. If you'd like to watch similar videos, click on the link that's appearing on your screen. Go ahead, click it.